Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel. My channel is called Pretty in Plants and I do everything semi-hydroponic. I will be doing organizing videos and other videos, but right now I'm focused on putting all of my plants into semi-hydro. And today I'm gonna give y'all a pep talk. So today I want to give y'all a little Passivehydro pep talk because I feel like it's really important to know that this process is a process. Some of your plants will adapt to passive hydroponics in 2 days. And if you don't know what passive hydroponics is, it's just taking your plants out of dirt and putting them into LECA or into some type of clay pebble aggregate. And if you missed my show on Monday, I am doing a giveaway. I'm giving away a big box of aggregate in SuperThrive. So make sure to check out my show. I'll link it up above. But I wanted to show y'all, this is a plant converted about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I want to show y'all this plant. Okay, so this is the plant. And I did a 2-part program. I made that really cool, Not Your Grandma's Moss Pile Green. That was the plant. Y'all saw how pretty and fluffy it was. Now I want to show you this. Okay, so this plant, and I've already cut off probably 4 or 5 yellow leaves. And you can see there's more yellowing. I took it out. So when I planted this really beautiful plant, it was beautiful and fluffy, and within 2 days, very, very quickly, this plant, it was, so in this pot was 3 separate plants. Now in the pretty one, there's 2, and I removed this one. And the reason I wanted to share this was because I have 3 plants. I potted them into semi-hydroponics, so they're all getting the exact same treatment. I did them at the same time. They were all potted in the same pot of dirt before, but one plant, for whatever reason, just was mad as a hornet immediately and started getting yellow leaves and droopy. And I also wanted to show y'all, last week I talked about rescuing your plants and how I like to put them into a vase of water for rescue. The other method, and I am gonna do this from now on for my more woody stalks. This one has like a woody stalk and it's actually as tall as this jar, and it has roots coming off the whole stalk, and the roots are not rotten. And however, the plant is not happy. So what I did is I just took this plant out of this pot. I just pulled it out. And at first I put it into water culture, but I just kept feeling like it might be a little happier in, this is the moss. The moss with purified water and a few drops of SuperThrive. I spray this SuperThrive foliar spray on the roots of this and put it in here, and I'm gonna put it on a warm mat. I put about this much moss at the bottom so that if there's heat coming up, it wouldn't, like, I don't know, there's a little bit of a base there before the heat kind of gets up into the moss. What happens with the warmth, if you have the roots down in a vase of water, sometimes you're gonna have to change that water every day because you can grow mold and that kind of thing faster. And on these particular roots, I'm gonna just do this system instead. Some people swear by the water method, and then some people swear by this method. I have not done this method successfully yet. But I'm willing to try. I feel like my plant is perfect how it is. It doesn't really need this 3rd set of leaves in there, and that's why I'm kind of willing to try these leaves in this root system in here, and I'll give y'all an update. But the reason I wanted to give y'all a pep talk was I've converted over 100 plants into semi-hydroponics or passive hydroponics, and not all plants even the same plant and the same family and the same pot, it just wasn't happy with either. And I don't know if I broke some roots when I was transferring. I don't know what's going on, but you don't need, if you have like not 100% success rate at the beginning, just like take a deep breath and realize this is kind of a learning process. Not all plants are super happy with it at the beginning. And also some plants, like that plant, will actually bounce back. I kind of took it out. I'm giving it a little breather. I'm going to keep it damp with the moss, but a lot of plants, even though they look really, really bad, they're just shocked and they're stressed, and they just didn't handle the shock and the stress very well. But if you have a plant in your yard and it goes through shock and stress in the winter season, a lot of times it comes back in the spring. So I just want to encourage y'all to keep going, keep working. And the big thing for me, and I think the biggest reason you kill plants in semi-hydro is the biggest reason you kill plants in dirt, and that is over watering. Even plants that have adapted to semi-hydro, if I go too high on the water, I'm gonna get a yellow leaf. I still have to, personally, I see other people in videos and I'm like, how can you put that much water in there? I'm still like having to keep my water pretty conservative and let it really have a drought season between waterings. Like water, let it dry out, let it have a dry period. I also someone asked about my ficus audrey. How many leaves did I lose after repotting it? I lost 3 leaves. However, I saw some browning on the leaves, and so that means root rot. And so what I did with the ficus audrey is I just let it dry out to the point where I thought it was dry, and then waited 5 more days. I wanted it to get so dry, I finally noticed the branches kind of drooping and they were like loose and floppy. It was still alive, but it was so dry that it was like wilting a little bit. And so I finally watered it this morning, and I've been just waiting. I just been kind of doing a Japanese standoff with that because the ficuses can rot really easily, and I feel like some of these plants, if you take them out and you rip off the roots and you put them back in, they don't like that either. So I try to just keep it in there and just let it dry, and then water it again, and then inject in the water sometimes a little hydrogen peroxide or a little ficus, root rot treatment. Not tons, just a few drops, but just kind of gently get its roots stimulated and growing. So I hope this helped y'all. Don't be discouraged or down on yourself and blaming yourself for losing plants in passive hydro. If you have lost plants, if you have plants that are unhappy, I have 2 plants and I always stare at this plant. It is my Monstera adansonii, and it has grown. It's getting new leaves. It is mad. It's not happy. It has 1 yellow leaf a week. Now it had more yellow leaves, and I don't know if y'all remember, but I took it out of a big pot and put it in a smaller pot, which was more appropriate for its root size. It got a little happier after that, but it's still like not super happy. So my next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let it get really dry, and then I'm actually gonna water it with no nutrients, because to me what it looks like, it has this little like rotting, just a little, the signs of not liking nutrients. And so I'm gonna do a purified water session and do nothing in the water, and then let it dry out for a couple of weeks and see if the purified water maybe helps it like kind of cleanse out the nutrients and start over again. So those are some of my little things I wanted to share with you. Don't get discouraged, keep going, keep watching videos, and just like pray over your plants. I just need wisdom because I don't know perfectly everything. I have had quite a bit of success, which is so encouraging. Allow, if you have a success, just allow that plant to like give you happiness while you're still working with the others. And so anyway, I hope y'all have a great weekend, and make sure you check out my video from Monday, and comment below that video if you want to be in the drawing for the giveaway. I'll be doing the giveaway the Monday before Thanksgiving, whatever that is. And then like, subscribe. Love y'all. See you next time. Bye-bye.